go down there too?
Setting up your meeting.
Yeah, but we still want to click Zoom.
Okay, we're clicking Zoom. Let's make sure nothing pops back up
Yeah,
there.
but now we're live, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we just want to click
I
Zoom.
just want to redirect to Facebook.
You
I'm just checking.
You want to click Zoom.
I've got it, but we're smiling. Ready?
You click Zoom. We've been live all that whole
I
time.
know.
Okay.
I'm just making sure.
Hi! I'm pretty sure we did it. Welcome to Sunsets.
Sunsets with
Dan and Cindy. You guys.
Hey, we've really upped our game.
Well, we're trying. We've had a lot of COVID to do a lot of research.
We have.
And so we just got fancy because some people donated some equipment to us. They felt sorry for us. Is Dan and Cindy a train wreck or endearing?
You know what?
Don't know.
We don't know. We're going to go with endearing.
I know.
And hi, Cindy.
Hi.
Hi.
I know.
And you know what? We'll explain. So what you're seeing tonight, we're actually, there are a couple things we're going to tell you we're going to try tonight, just as a disclaimer in case there's a train wreck. But we've got Zoom, so we've and Cindy,
You're doing the tech tip. Go for it. No, seriously.
Were you ready for that?
But go for it.
No. We'll tell you. She'll
No,
explain it
it's
more.
good.
No, she'll explain it more.
But we're doing
Were you
Zoom.
talking over me?
I wasn't, sorry.
No.
We-
Last week, I've got to say it, we were so overloaded on the grandkids. We just, we just talked over one another, and it was just, I don't even know if we said anything last week, but thank you.
I know.
So we're back to somewhat normal rested state.
Yeah.
I know. And you want to bring it
We're
down a little
excited. No. I was just reminding both of us, we got to look up there.
bit? Yes.
So that's also a really good tech tip. Make sure you look up to where the camera is and not where your face is, because then it's going to look like you're not looking at your people.
So what we're trying tonight, a couple of things we'll say, is we're zooming in some special guests tonight. So this Zoom is also going live to Facebook. And I've got to say, Cindy, you really did a great job researching.
There is nothing I cannot Google. Nothing.
So she did a great job.
You set it all up though, but I Googled it. And
we've got a green screen behind us. There are lights, there are camera.
And this
leave it.
really is a sunset. So
Yes.
let's just talk about, so Sunsets with Dan and Cindy came to you in the midst of COVID.
Yes.
And we were on our back porch diligently at sunset time.
Yes.
And it was very hot.
We
very hot.
did it through the summer.
We did.
We went through.
And people would say,
Oh, look.
why are you outside? We want to be authentic
We
to
did.
our craft. But
We did.
we decided we need to figure out how to add people to our screen.
Yes.
So we're going to do that. You see it here tonight. Todd and Angie Smith are our guests tonight.
And they are the Say-Like kids.
The Say-Like they're
We call them the
kids.
Say-Like kids because,
They're
we
kids.
could be their parents.
And we are
Right.
kind of like their kids, extra parents,
Yes.
grandparents.
So tell them a little bit about.
And then Angie Smith just has a new Bible study out. So we're going to talk to them. We're going to talk about all of that in just a couple of minutes. But because Todd grew up
Yes.
in the Congo,
Yes.
his family, they were a missionary family.
What you see
This
behind you.
is a Congo, the River Congo sunset.
Now lean away from me a little
Look
bit.
out. Check it out.
Congo.
I mean,
I'm
we
gonna-
may have to change our names from Dan and Cindy.
Dan and Cindy
I
are
know.
pretty savvy tonight. I feel kind of.
Oh, Yacht Rock Radio.
Oh,
Always
Yacht Rock Radio for smooth. Okay, sorry.
where the only login you need is Kenny.
Okay.
Anyway,
Tell
we
them-
love all you boomers because we're the biggest generation right now, the silver tsunami. So each week we want to try to bring something to you that's practical, inspirational, and educational. Someone responded in the comments and said, here's how you guys can remember it. Just think of PIE. Well, that's easy to do. PIE. Practical, inspirational, educational.
Cindy, what I think we may need to do as a
is that?
segment is have starting, like maybe we could match the sunset to the type of pie and have a slice of pie, because remember, it's practical, inspirational, and educational.
That's
I was thinking
good.
key lime pie tonight. Sounds good, doesn't
Well, maybe we'll bring a sunset from like the Keys.
it? Could I just go get a couple of those oatmeal cookies?
Nope.
Okay.
Here's how you can find us on social media throughout the week. I'm Sandy Patty on Facebook. which is what you're watching right
You
now.
found us.
Instagram, Sandy Patty P, and Twitter, Sandy Patty P. Also, don't forget Sandy Patty YouTube channel. There's some really fun things on there. And I did a vocal warm-up that's about 15 minutes because now that some choirs are coming back and churches are coming back, and we haven't sung for a few months, we really need to work those vocal cords. How can we find you?
Well, Don Peslis, Peslis on Facebook. Many of you, I've got a bunch to friend and add you to that, which again, I typically post every day on Instagram, Rev, R-E-V, Mista, M-I-S-T-A, Don, D-O-N. She gave me the moniker back in the character education days, Rev, Mista, Don, and I post daily. This summer, I've been using a lot of passiton.com, living values to live by, but typically what I post on Instagram will go right to Facebook. So please check us out, friend us, send us messages, let us know that you're up with us on Dan and Cindy.
I keep looking at you on the screen and you're so handsome.
Oh, you look great.
I know.
You look fabulous.
We're
in the
usually
Congo.
on this little phone, so it's like, it's so great. So what do you have for us from the almanac?
Well, it's
tonight?
almanac. Let's take that almanac. Well, you
Oh,
jumped ahead. Tech tip.
Wait,
It's tech tip
are they
first.
still backwards?
No, I think they're right.
No, I think they're backwards.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I have to go in and click something else
We'll
that
do that.
says mirror,
Give them
not
the tech
mirror
tip,
mixing.
though. How to
Well,
explain that first, Cindy.
okay.
Then I'll go almanac.
Tech tip.
Tip, tip, tip.
We hear like a lot of voices in that
Okay,
in our
so,
head.
yes.
But our tech tip is Zoom has been awesome. And you can add people and also go Facebook Live. So that's what we're doing. Zoom is also free if you only do it for 40 minutes. So it's been a great way for people to find and connect with family, friends, do a Zoom meeting. Our little 4-year-old granddaughter, I said, so honey, how are you? Have you seen your friends? She goes, yes, we had a Zoom meeting. So, you know, Zoom is for everyone. But it's a great tech tip and it's very, very easy to use.
Okay.
What you
This
got?
looks like Thomas House. No, they are perfect.
Okay,
They're
great.
saying great.
All right, I
that's
know,
okay.
okay.
A little microphone.
All right,
Okay.
almanac.
Almanac moment. Give us a little something.
Almanac moment with Dan.
And Cindy.
Yeah, no, it's just you.
Okay, well, sorry. You thought you left that out.
I know.
But it's been coming to us since 1792. And I don't know if there's any almanac nerds out there like I am.
Every week, everyone says we love the almanac.
I just love the almanac. So welcome, Cindy, to the 249th day of the year, lovey. It's September 5. Can you believe,
No.
again?
Elemento.
Explain that again.
So Elemento, you came up with that earlier
No, but-
this year. It's like these months have just run together. And it's kind of like when you learn the alphabet as a kid, you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and you think Elemento is one word. Well, this has been the Elemento 2020.
March, April, May, June, July,
Yeah,
August.
I mean, just
Can we say
Elemento.
that together?
No.
March, April, May, June, July, August. So that's how
Yeah.
we came here. It is somehow the 249th day of the year, September 5. And the sunrise, again, this is Boston Times. It's very cool because the almanac originated in Boston. It's just so cool to hold something that's been in print since 1792. That's just
cool.
really cool. We had the sunrise at 6:14, sunset 7:10, about 7:45 here in Central Standard Time in good old Oklahoma. Who knows what time it is in the Congo? I just
know.
love
Is
that.
sunset not
And
fabulous?
listen, the full moon in September happened on the second day. The last quarter will happen on the 10th day. The new moon will happen on the 17th day of September, and first quarter, 23rd day. I've got a little highlight for you,
Do
Cindy.
you?
Yes, September is known as their special celebrations that are weather and seasonal related. So Harvest Home is September in Britain and other parts of Europe, Cindy. This marked the conclusion of the harvest and a period of festivals for
love that.
feasting and
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
That makes sense.
It was also a time to hold elections, pay workers, collect rents. These festivals usually took place around the autumnal, and that's autumnal equinox. That's
Uh-huh.
again when it begins autumn, and that's September 22nd.
Well, how about that?
Like the summer
And
equinox.
we're already in September.
Summer, June 24, August 22, the winter, and then it'll move back to the spring.
Love it.
Isn't that awesome?
You're just a wealth.
Because the earth is tilted on its axis at 23.5 degrees.
Now you're getting nerdy on us.
I went and got nerdy. But anyway, let's say this was brought to you by our almanac.
Moment with Dan. And Labor Day's
It
coming up.
sounds so funny when you go, Dad.
Well, it's just-
It's like a 4 chord not resolving.
Yes, it is, and that's troubling.
Right.
But
Anyway.
you were telling me about Labor Day.
Well, I've got a couple things that I could. This is the Labor Day weekend, and traditionally, Labor Day is it's an American U.S. holiday where we really celebrate the labor force and the impact and strength that labor has had on our economy. And so that's for you trivia folks to know a little bit about Labor Day. Now, here's a big thing that you may be wondering. Like me, it's kind of like salt and pepper. Which one? Is it Memorial Day?
Yeah,
Is it Labor
is
Day?
so
Cindy's
practical.
got it. Here she go. Go,
ahead.
Cindy. Go.
Okay.
Go.
So I always got them mixed up, but Memorial is May, so MM. So I just have to remember MM.
There it is.
And then the other one is Labor Day in September,
MM.
so MM.
You know,
Memorial
you're
Day.
Memorial and
Yep.
Labor Day. But
Yep.
now this typically marks the end of summer. Okay, typically
Yes.
schools didn't start back in the day in August. They remember
They didn't. They started like the middle of September
I know.
after Labor Day.
after Labor Day. Now there's certain things that we think about with Labor Day, don't we, Cindy?
We do. You know what? I remember as a kid,
Yes,
Easter, we'd pull out the white shoes.
That's right.
Right?
that's right.
But after Labor Day,
That's
the
right.
white shoes went away.
Taboo. That's right.
So there are people
Yes.
who still separate their winter and summer clothes according to the almanac. Might we have someone in this room who
And
does
maybe
that to
by-
this
in their
day?
closet, you can see, and they're upstairs. But I did do a little bit of researching for you out there because typically Labor Day, I may put the Jack Purcell white tennis shoes up. But Oklahoma, listen, you know what Labor Day means in Oklahoma? It's still going to be hot for another month.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yes.
But there is a little bit of fashion. The history of that was back in the day, in the turn of the century, it was old money versus new money. And summer attire was seersucker, white. It meant those that had money. But it also, the new money wanted just to say you could wear this anytime.
I'm in that camp.
Right.
Just wear it anytime.
So that's the history of Labor Day. And
Love
the
it.
fashionistas are saying now that you can wear white any time of the year. But
Love
now
it.
they did say put the seersucker up. So
Oh,
I've got to know.
no,
I've got a
no.
couple more weeks
We're
of
just
that.
rebellious enough to not put the
I know that.
seersucker up.
So
You know what? It is time. We are going to,
we need to-
y'all pray
here we go.
and cross your fingers.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm gonna, and welcome, if you would, with lots of little kisses, and here they come.
Here they come.
I can't believe it's gonna happen.
And I wonder if I should
Here they
exit and then go to the where we both are in that view.
Yeah, do that. And then you guys
Are they
make
coming
sure
Are they
that your
coming in?
audio and all that is on your end.
Yes.
Your
Make
audio
sure
and your
that
video
your
aren't muted.
Video and audio are good. This could be good.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see what
Here they
happens.
come. Here, I think they're coming.
And-
Connecting to audio.
Yes!
Yes!
Can we hear them? How can we hear them though?
Oh no, they're frozen. They're so
Oh.
cute though.
We've got to take.
Oh, we gotta
We are.
hold on, you guys.
Are we there?
Oh, they're so fabulous.
No,
But-
hold on.
no,
It's-
no, no.
I got it. It's a new computer. And then
Okay.
now, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
We may need to go in. No,
Wait.
maybe
Oh, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
You're fabulous.
into the.
It says we're unstable.
It says we're unstable. That's
You're unstable.
here's okay. I think we may be
Don't
too
read-
far away.
Don't
from
read
our
more into that.
connection.
We're gonna move over. Come with us.
Come
Don't
with
look at
us.
our house.
We're-
Oh, our house is
This is
so clean
live.
right
This
now.
is live, Jan and Cindy right here.
This is how we roll, baby.
Todd and Angie Smith.
Hold on, we're going.
doing a tour of your home.
I love it.
We're moving in by the, yeah, we had to move our router.
Yeah, don't. Oh my gosh, can you actually see that? Oh, we got video.
Hi.
Okay, so you still.
Hi.
Are you still unstable?
You're getting there. You're stabilizing.
Oh,
Use those stabilizers.
it's not us, is it? Me
Nope.
and Todd checked it yesterday. So let me tell you a little bit about Todd and Angie
Yes,
while we're
yes.
kind of doing an intervention on their instability. Todd is, oh, so they went away.
Let's see that.
Todd
Mhm.
is the lead singer of Selah. They spell it Selah.
Yes.
Selah.
Let's see if they're coming back. Now, I've
And-
got to admit, this is you know what? We
it
do
is.
talk
It's
about
fine.
inspiration. Hey, are you guys, can you hear us?
Hi.
Can you hear us?
Hi.
Okay.
Hey.
Well,
I was
on.
just
I
about,
didn't.
to
We
confess
did
my
not. We
prep.
don't do this. We didn't prep. Like, get her backpack. Hold on. We're gonna go high with Kate Kindrenson. We're just gonna put this
We're
under
gonna,
there
yes,
so it's
oh,
higher.
you must go high.
There we go. Hey.
See what's going on here? It's all makeshift.
Let's grab her book.
No, that's good. I think we're solid. No, babe, that's God. Just had it set. Hey, y'all. How are you?
So
Hi.
we just wanted
You're gonna
Todd
have
to
to hold it.
Todd.
Hi.
feel at home. So we have a.
How's it going?
Is that a Congolese
Congo.
sunset I see?
Lean away, lean away. There it is, Todd. The Congo, baby.
They're still frozen.
Frozen, unfreezing. You're
It
back.
is
Back.
so good.
Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us. This is our crazy little show for, you know, us.
I'm very impressed.
This are frozen. Hold on.
It just keeps going.
It'll come in and
I
out.
think
Are we
it's on
frozen?
your side, maybe.
There we go.
We see you.
Don't move, don't breathe, don't blink.
How are you
guys.
doing?
Good. We love you kids. You know, we were just telling everybody about we could be your parents. We love you kids so much.
So much.
So proud of you guys. I know there's a lot to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
But Todd, you grew up and our backdrop is the Congo. Is that a good place
Yeah.
to tell them?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about growing up as a missionary kid.
First of all, I'm so impressed. Like Cindi has become so tech
You
savvy.
just ordered a Happy Meal at Burger King.
There is nothing I cannot Google.
I'm very impressed. And you guys found the the Congo River, which is
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
I mean,
Third longest river in the world. But yeah, I used to swim there every once in a while. So,
Really?
but yeah,
It's
my parents,
delightful.
it is delightful. Crocodiles, hippos, you name it, it's all good. But yeah, I lived in Congo for 8 years, and my parents are missionaries there, and yeah, we loved it. Loved it.
We want you to feel right at home. So
did.
COVID, tell us about COVID.
Are you there?
For you guys,
there you
you have 4 kids.
yes.
We're just going to keep talking. If we freeze, it doesn't matter. It's Dan and Cindy.
It'll unfreeze. This is way techie. We've taken it up a whole big level with this. So we'll unfreeze in a second.
Okay.
Tell us about COVID. How did who was the PE teacher and who was the lunch lady?
Listen, I can't handle it. But I should tell the story about when Todd and I were dating.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Congo and trying to like convince me how amazing a night was there. And he was like, Angie, you've never heard anything until you have heard rain falling on a tinfoil roof.
What?
I was like, I feel like maybe you meant tin. But tinfoil's good too.
Tinfoil is very popular.
Little Reynolds
So,
wrap roof.
Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I will say though, when the storms would come, we lived in a valley and you could hear the rain, you could feel the wind, and we had about 2 minutes to shut our windows or the
Wow.
glass would break because it would just come in like that. And it was amazing. I miss it because it was always super hot there, but when it rained, it rained. It was-
Look, do you
it's
feel
beautiful.
at home?
I feel at home.
I can't stop
I
looking
feel
at it.
it.
I'm sorry. It's
It
so
just
funny.
begs the question, Todd, when are you taking the family? Have you taken the family back? Are you going to go back? Is that on your bucket list?
Angie has told my parents that as soon as they build a Target by the mission station, she'll go.
Oh.
Actually, I said Super Target.
But
So no plan yet.
Okay.
I would love to see it. I'm terrified of flying. Yeah, I do. I mean, I talked to his mom. That was a joke when we first started dating. His mom was like, I'm just worried that she's not going to understand like how. And so as a joke, I was like, so do they have like targets or, and she was like, I was like, it would provide jobs. Like I just did it to like tease her. The stories from their childhood though, like I cannot imagine being a woman who prays that intensely for her children and her legacy, and they're incredible.
There was one time where my younger brother Jack, he was born there, and my dad had gone out on an evangelism trip, and so he was gone for probably, I don't know, a couple weeks. And we have, there where we were, no paved roads. We might have had electricity by that time, be like 5 hours a night. And he got a temperature, and all she could do was pray. And then she took him down to the church, and the people prayed over him. And shortly after that, his temperature broke.
It's just a different. And then
I don't care to experience that right now. Our hospital is about 10 minutes away, so we're good with that. But
when our internet is shaky, I'm like, I think I'm a missionary.
People find it very surprising, not surprising, but really enlightening that the two of you are married. So Angie Smith, author,
Yes.
Bible study writer, married to Todd Smith, singer, songwriter, group Selah. But we have come to know you guys over the last several years. It's just Todd and Angie. And
Right.
we love you and your whole family. How has quarantine been for you guys?
Yeah.
It's been so good. Just bonding. I feel like it's been.
See, I don't think.
No, I mean, but I feel like you guys
How
handle,
honest can they be? This is Dan and Cindy. You can be honest.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that's adorable. The backstory, which is, and I know you guys you're not trying to make it pretty. I really struggle with depression and anxiety. And so COVID for me was like an opportunity for me to hide. Todd's best friend said, Angie, let's be honest, you've been training for COVID for 43 years. Because I felt like I had permission to not be doing these things. So it took me a long, just more information than you need, but I didn't leave I was like, I think I'm quarantined again. I mean, I just felt like it was
she did really well during
I loved it so much.
What number?
I mean, the first time I went out, people had been out. Say that again.
What number are you on the Enneagram? A 2. Okay.
I think I'm a 3, but I'm not sure.
I know. No, I mean, like everyone needs to be happy. And if I'm exhausted, I still I finally went out for the first time. People had been out for a long time. And I was like, you got this, Angie, you got this. And I went to the restaurant, and the hostess was there. She was like, I have to take your temperature. I'm like, you've got this. I had my mask on, and I went,
no, baby. She did on your head, right?
This Foley was like the plastic, when you go to the doctor and they like click it. And she was like, and I was like,
but you were willing. You were willing.
That's the point. I want to do what we need to be doing. It was hard. Honestly, it's been hard. Oh, you got one.
I did. I went on Amazon and bought it myself.
Come on. Congo backdrop.
This is one thing you've been working on during COVID.
Yes.
And it's Angie Smith's new Bible study, Matchless. Now Angie's going to tell us a little bit about it, but Angie, I don't know if you know, but 500 women at my church, Crossings Community Church, is getting ready to start this on September the 14th.
Come on.
How cool is that? And let me just tell those, you can join online at crossings.church.
Tell us, Cindy, where to join online.
You can go to women's activities, and they'll be in live, but also online. So grab your book either at Lifeway or at Amazon. But how was writing this when you sort of had to walk out the truths?
Again, this is a fun show. It was one of the hardest times in my life.
Oh,
it really was.
It's all
the things.
Yeah. It's all Miss Sandi. Every time I see her favorite phrase, which is my absolute favorite. What is it?
Oh,
you always say it.
Several come to mind right now.
Say that one.
G13.
What do you say? You're like, it's
both
like this beautiful phrase.
And
like,
yes. Both and. It's not either.
Both and.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stole that from
Which
him.
is, I think of that often. No, it was, I think I didn't find the words until recently. It, it sounds dramatic, but it's true. I did not expect to lose my dad and find my father. I feel like there was something very special about this because my dad had died. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's my hero.
Mhm.
And so I wrote this just in the wake of that and trying to deal with the loss, and also genuinely, like, this is not going to sell books, but like wrestling with whether or not I believe this whole thing was true.
Right. Yeah.
And so I think it's a pretty raw, and so again, not to be transparent, I'm so like overly open. Like I feel like I'm like checking out a talk. Like I'll say anything. I'll check out a talk and be like, "Do you want to hear about my uterus?" Like it's too much.
Most of the
It's
people
too
who
much.
watch our show don't have one anymore. Sorry.
We'll be back after station identification. We'll be right back to Dan and Cindy once we leave the OB
Okay.
ward here.
I'm sorry.
Cindy is not. Yeah, shop is closed for Cindy.
Yes, it
That's
is.
amazing.
No. The store is still open. The sale is over. Sorry. We're going to lose so many followers now.
We'll be back again.
No, you're not. You're gonna. This is what you guys. I love what you're doing. So let's skip matchless. I love what you're doing.
Thanks.
Like, I invited some of my people over. Just this is brilliant. And you, Sandy, you know I left you a message before this, but
Yeah.
don't you feel like I hope you feel like what you're doing really matters? Like this is again, you're like, how are you doing the pandemic? I'm like, not well. Like
No. you
know, and people
gotta-
don't know how to connect.
Oh, and listen,
This is the only thing we have.
Our age people, have found,
Mhm.
FaceTime and Zoom,
Right.
but it's been our job to offer tech tips.
Yeah.
Because don't hold it here when you're talking to your family.
Too much.
They don't want to see your nose here.
Too much.
They want.
I have seen. Listen, I've seen
Yeah.
enough of my mom's this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
don't-
It's like, if it's.
Or
I was like,
Oh,
Mom, it's your boobs again. Can you? And I'm like, can you go up? And I'm like, that was down. Just go the other way. Whatever you did, do the other thing.
All of those things really do matter, and that's where we feel like we've been a help, and just wanting to offer just a moment of just a comma, just a pause in life, not ignoring that there's a bunch of stuff around us, and it's really, really
Really
hard,
Yes.
but it's both and. I am so excited for our church women to really start investing in you and get to see your face on the videos teaching us every single week. So thank you for that.
And we're just proud as parents.
So
as
proud.
if you're our kids.
So
we just
proud.
like love you two,
Oh,
Hey, Kate, you want to say hi?
what's up, Miss Kate?
She went.
All right, now you
Cindy.
can say all the things you want to say.
Oh no,
Okay,
Cindy.
well,
Like
I was-
It's Cindy and Dan.
yeah.
This is Kate, everybody.
Hi, Kate.
Hi.
Do you know she's a freshman?
No,
No.
I refuse to believe
I'm not
that.
accepting
No,
that.
mm-mm,
No.
sorry, it's not true in our world.
She's still cute as a button. So.
Yeah.
Hi, sugar. We'll see you.
She is getting her permit in a month.
What?
What'd you say?
She's
Oh,
getting her permit in a month.
all right.
Hands, holy
Got
hands.
Okay, got it. We
Well,
understand.
when you signed on, I was about to confess that, and I put you in pretty tall cotton that I like. A couple of I love Richard Page. I love Bobby Kimball. I love some of these 80s singers that can just flat foot wail. And I was confessing that I might have a man crush on you. So
Angie knew where the boat was going when she bought the ticket.
and our
That is
Journey our guy, Steve
company to
Perry.
be part of.
Steve Perry from Journey,
Of course.
you're right there with these guys.
Absolutely.
I just hear, I just hear such freedom.
don't say that.
Come on,
Yeah.
such freedom.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe it's something that happened to you in the Congo, but such freedom and such heart
Yeah.
when you sing that not often do you get both of those. And it just knocks me out
Yeah.
when you sing. You're one of my favorite singers. And I just want you to know that, man.
Yeah.
I just,
Agreed.
up there,
Sailor
So-
has a new project
Yes.
A firm foundation.
Tell us about it. Well, it's probably available on multiple things to download, every platform probably. But tell us about Firm Foundation.
No, Dove Award nominated.
Someone we were
Firm
reading.
Foundation.
We were reading Dove Award nominee. So is it Dove Award winner or nominee?
Nominee.
Nominee. Okay. So
Because that hasn't
Nominees.
happened yet.
tell us about
Yeah.
Firm Foundation.
If Sandy calls,
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm your ticket there.
Come on, Todd. Tell us,
We,
Sailor fans, what do we have to look forward with this, with Firm Foundation?
So Firm Foundation, it was released last October, and it was just nominated for 2 Doves, Inspirational Album of the Year. And then there's a song called Yet Not I, But Through Christ in Me, which is Inspirational Song of the Year.
Come
And
on.
then we just released a live EP yesterday of several of the songs, including Yet Not I and Firm Foundation.
Awesome.
So people can stream that anywhere. And then we have a new project that's going to be called Step Into My Story, and that comes out November
I haven't heard
6th.
about that. That sounds awesome. You want to connect about it?
I love that. For those
Wow.
of you who are looking at Todd and going, I know he's familiar and I can't quite place. So they're the group that sang You Raise Me Up
Yes.
just so magnificently.
Crushed it.
We've had them so many times on the cruise, and
Yeah.
we just love their whole family.
We do.
Todd, how can we find you on social media? And then Angie will ask you the same.
Yes.
Yeah, so on Instagram, we're just at Selah Online. Facebook, if you just search Selah, Selah, and then for me on Instagram, I'm at Todd Smith Online. Or no, I'm actually at official Todd Smith.
Yeah, you are.
Official, yeah.
Someone told us we were supposed to do that on our Instagram. You don't know what we're doing. Someone told us that official.
You know, well, you could maybe get some tips from Dan and Cindy.
And what are you? Totally.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I'm at Angie Smith Online, whatever.
Well, you're official Angie Smith. I think
You'll
is.
figure it out. It's not that great. But here's what I want to say.
Mhm.
Cindy, can you please talk about what actually happened yesterday with Todd, where you taught him?
Oh, yes, I can. But did you say
That was a really
all
special
places
true.
moment.
to find your book and your
Yes.
CD? So, yeah. So I've been researching because if those of have followed us have known we have had a terrible time adding guests. So we
Yeah.
have just been like doing this thing, like
Yeah.
FaceTiming.
I mean, actually on another stand, another,
Sure.
Bill
And
Gaither.
I really
Trying
thought
to find his light.
there's got to be, yeah.
Get in the
There's
light, Bill.
got to be a way. I mean,
Walk
there's
to the
got to be.
light.
So Erin, my daughter Erin, and my daughter Anna, really kind of walked me through. Anna sent me the articles, and Erin said it is possible. So, like I said, there's nothing I cannot Google, and so I just walked through the steps. Zoom, you can
Yeah.
record it, and it will stream live. And Todd says to me, old person, "Wow, I never knew you could do that."
No.
Had no idea. And
And then she went into details
you
about
said
it.
I could start a watch party from Selah's page, which I did. And so
Yay!
to everyone from our page who's
really
watching,
impressive.
hey, but yeah, there were like 3 people by the time we
That
started.
was so fun. I just loved I was in the other
But I
room.
was so impressed. Like you were like, yeah, I'm
great.
gonna connect to Facebook Live and see if this works. I'm like, who is this tech person?
I know.
You know what? I'll
About it.
tell you exactly what it is, and you guys are that as well. In one day, we were all unemployed this year. We had to figure something out.
Yeah, we did.
That
You know,
That's why when you were asking, like, tell me about your project, tell me what you guys are doing, I'm like, you know what? We don't really know. I mean, I laugh because we're like, so this is the thing that we're promoting, and we're not the only ones. There are a million people who are listening who would say the same thing, but like,
Right.
it's hard. I mean, I don't, it would be so easy to be like, check out my, when the reality is it's just, I don't know. I don't want that to look that pretty. Like, I just think that we're in a weird
Yeah,
time period.
we're still trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
And we haven't figured it out.
All that
Yeah.
to say,
It's a very good word.
You know,
yeah,
and
it's a,
Yeah.
and that may be,
It's a
that
thing.
may be part of the appeal of Dan and Cindy up till this point. If tonight comes off too slick, we may,
He's like,
because there's usually a,
well, now we're getting shadows, so
we're getting
gonna
chance.
have to
Well,
move
but
our
Gaither,
fancy
I'm
light
going to get
things.
Bill in the light. He was out there. We are. Okay, there's a light.
Don't
We're
even
just
know who
like
we
Bill's
are.
out in his yard walking around. I said, "Oh, he's finding a light. There's a light on the garage."
It was fantastic. It was so great. Angie and I decided, I don't know if you remember this, but
I love it.
we were on, I was on Sayla's show. We were doing a podcast, and we were talking, you came in, you were madly finishing up the manuscript for Matchless, and we decided that COVID wear is anything you can put a denim jacket over. Like you can do a video cast right then,
Yes.
right? Anything, a denim jacket over pajamas.
Really good.
That's my tech tip.
Really good. That's
Put
a
your
word.
lips on.
That's a word right there.
It's like bus attire. You guys, thank you
Thank
so much. We love you
Oh.
both.
We're your biggest fans, you guys. We love you.
We're
We're proud of you. We love your family.
Love you guys.
And
Oh, those beautiful girls.
oh, it's just awesome. And we'll be praying as that gets her permit.
Oh, yes. We'll be
Yeah.
playing for all of Nashville.
Yes.
Is that what you're praying? Is that what you're praying?
Yeah, it's okay. No. All right. Very good. You guys, so let's just talk behind the scenes here. We can't push end because it will close off Facebook. So you can push end, or you can just stay on with us till
Stay on.
we.
Yeah, what
I
if-
kinda
what if-
wanna
what if we
watch.
don't
All right, you
want
guys
to?
keep
We're just
going.
gonna
We're-
send
It is
in
complete.
Make
listeners.
some
Hey,
popcorn.
I love the almanac section too. That was
Right?
fantastic.
I'm so nerdy,
I
man.
love
I'm
these.
such
Like,
a
seriously.
almanac nerd.
It's so great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well-
All right. Well, we've got.
Wait, how do we take ourselves off and just listen to you?
Oh,
That
just hit the
I,
leave.
I didn't get
you
that
can hit the
far.
leave button.
We like
I
seeing
didn't
you.
get that far in my tutorial.
All right, we love you guys.
We're gonna
We'll
keep
see
watching
you.
though.
Love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. They're just so great. We've
The
had so
best.
much fun with
I mean, the
them on the
best.
cruise. They're 4 girls, and every time we celebrate the number
Pippin's-
5
Pippin's
girl
coughing up a
with
lung.
them.
He's okay. Now
He's
you're getting
okay.
this live.
Oh,
He's
gosh.
okay. He's just got a little, after he drinks water, it's kind of, we call him wheezy.
So
What a great,
just so fun.
we love
so
those
great.
kids.
We can't wait now to see, because we don't even know if anyone watched.
I
Because
know.
usually we can see over on Facebook.
Well,
so
let's,
check that.
we got to wrap things up. We've
Um,
got to wrap things up.
Don thought it might be a good idea to just remind you all of these bracelets that
Yes.
I have fallen madly in love with. And the more I need to pray, the more bracelets I wear. So this is a heavy prayer day.
Well, let me just say that Cindy's been rolling the beads.
I have been rolling.
Rolling.
That's what our
And that's a
Catholic
good
friends
Catholic
call it.
term.
So rustic cuff is our dear friend
Yes,
out of Tulsa.
yes.
And this line came out in March called Faith Over Fear. And I just really needed that reminder. So I got one, and then she sent me a ton because I was giving them all away. But what I do when I walk and during this season, I've been rolling the beads. And so the big bead, I say the Lord's Prayer.
Yes.
And the small bead, I say the 23rd Psalm. And I just go all the way around my beads and do that. It takes me about 15 minutes if I'm not, I just don't want to hurry.
Got it.
And it has been very centering and familiar in days where it's just been overwhelming. So I don't know what you have. In fact, we're going to give 2 bracelets away tonight. We've got a couple of winners that we've just picked at random. And I'm going to send you 2 that I have. And
Well, can we say something? These are 2 of our biggest Dan and Cindy
they
fans.
are.
And this can I tell who it came
Yes,
through?
absolutely.
I'm in a meeting and worship meeting this week, and Josh Eddington's our pastor of contemporary worship. And he said, Don, you're not going to believe this. I've got 2 of my relatives, my friends, back in upstate New York that are Dan and Cindy, your biggest fans. And so tell them, Cindy, what they want.
So I'm going to send 2 bracelets to Pat and Lori Lee. Thank you guys for watching so regularly and faithfully. And
Pat
you're
and Lori Lee in upstate New York.
upstate New York.
Right.
And we also, why don't you give just a warm shout out to, you know, who I'm talking about?
Well, you know what? And again, this Dan and Cindy's are real moments, and
He's fine.
he's okay. I know. I'm just trying to help him not cough. But tonight and this weekend, we've our lead worship pastor, Larry Harrison, his wife Kim Hallie, are back in Arkansas, and we just want to send out our love and prayers for the family of Lawrence Harrison Sr. His father passed
Yeah.
this weekend, and so we just send our love out
Yeah.
to Pastor Larry and Kim and Hallie. We love you,
Yeah.
and our arms are around you
Our
and the family
arms are around you.
around
and
you.
Think about us tomorrow, Larry, but don't worry about us. You've given us a good plan, and we're gonna execute it as if you were there. So we love you and Kim. And I thought, since we talked
Yes.
about
Yes.
the Lord's Prayer, I just kind of wanted to close with this, and we'll have Thomas post this on. A few years ago, I rewrote the Lord's Prayer in my own words.
This is good.
And I thought it was, I've loved the Lord's Prayer and have always enjoyed it, but I just thought I'd leave you with this tonight. Our Heavenly Father, you are amazing. Your name is above all other names. Let your will be in everything that is us and is in us. Meet our daily needs, God, without anxiousness in our spirits. We ask that you help our hearts be willing to offer grace to others, because we know you have given us more grace than we could possibly deserve. Lead our steps into goodness and truth. Lead us away from those things that keep us away from your will. In all that we are, in all that we say, all that we think, do, or see, may our only purpose be to honor you and you alone. So be it. Amen. Selah.
Oh, how appropriate is that?
Yes.
That's just absolutely lovely. Well, on behalf of Dan and Cindy tonight, thank you for joining us, and we hope that our new techie approach tonight, as we sit here, Dan and Cindy, and it's our dream to have real live sunsets for you and with you. Thanks for the faithful folks that join in week after week with us, and maybe this sunset of the Congo tonight made Todd and Angie even more special, as they were missionaries in the Congo. So for Dan and Cindy tonight, we say God bless.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
See you next sunset.
And
And we're smiling.
we're smiling.
We're still smiling. And